Welcome back to another episode of Undiagnosed Baddie, your favorite daily 10-minute podcast. Are y'all loving this? If you're loving this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, guys, I don't see who thumbs it up. Y'all can support. I always say that because the views, I be having views, I don't be having likes. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Thumbs it up, thumbs it down, whatever you do, interact with the video. But I thought when you thumbs down, it meant you disliked the video. But when I started learning about YouTube, it definitely tells you, we'll put less videos like this on your timeline. And that's really what it is. But today we are getting into spinning the fucking block. Spinning the block. That's what we're talking about. Now I stand on both sides. I am a habitual block spinner, and I also believe that you don't need to spin a fucking block. I'm gonna give you like maybe 2 to 3 stories, and let's talk about it real quick. So, probably about, oh my gosh, like 9 years ago, I was dealing with someone, and it didn't work out. And I'm not really sure why it didn't work out, but I think that sometimes people's online personalities are bigger and not who they are in person. I really want to say that's really what ended things. And I was like, why are you being this way? Why are you being hot? People don't have to know X, Y, and Z. Now, life somehow brought us near each other, brought us back together. And there was an olive branch when they came to one of my parties. And so I was like, if you can come support me, we can be cool again. And since then we've been kind of dating, y'all. I told y'all, but not really, but not really. You know what I'm saying? But there's that. So spinning the block several years later, when people have matured and it wasn't really bad blood, and who was to say what I was going through at the time, that I was offended by anything that was said, online. Who knows? Because women's bodies, our emotions, the hormones, anything could have fucking triggered me, and I could have just been like, whatever, you're being hot, blah blah blah. But now, more mature, in a different space. Um, so far, so good. It's cool. It's cool. Now, I want to talk about spinning the block when you got so when somebody did you fucking wrong and you spin the block. Yeah, because this is like go three different ways. So somebody hurt my heart, whatever. I was like, you wanna know what? I'm gonna spin the block on this. Like, you might have chosen, if that was the case, somebody over me, or I might have ended it for whatever reason. But you got let off too easy. So I need to spin the block so I could get a good serving of revenge on your ass. And that's really just how I felt about that shit. I was like, I'm not finished here. This is not how this story gonna end. And I spun the block and I did what I had to do. And man's heart is hurt. Man's heart is hurt. Man's head is hurt. Man's pocket is hurt. Man's house is hurt. Man's is man down. Like, I'm not gonna let you do me how you thought you was gonna do me. So if it ever comes a time where you call yourself hurting me and you let me spin the block, don't. Don't give me that opportunity, because I am going to take it and run with it. You know how when we be talking to little kids and you be like, damn, I give you an inch and you take a mile. We're going on a 5K. I am absolutely going to take it to the max, but you're not going to know. And one of the funny things about this is that my men don't watch this shit. I give the blueprint to me. I do give the blueprint to me. And because they don't watch it, and it's out here, they can never say, I never told you. If you supported me in the way that I needed you to support me, then you would know not to fucking play with me, because revenge is coming. Revenge is sweet, and revenge is also a motherfucker. So my question to you guys is, I always have a question. Would you spin the block? Have you spun the block? Was it worth the block spinning? Okay, give me some examples down in the comments. Y'all know I love when y'all leave comments and tell me your own stories, because that's what this is about. It's about, a little give, a little take. We sit, we chit, we chat, 10 minutes, undiagnosed baddie. Now, I do want to talk about when think I have let somebody spin, like somebody tried to spin the block on me. right? So of course, as I post to TikTok, as I post to Instagram, people see me, and then they're like, hey, I remember this one dude, and he was like, I don't like the way things ended between us, can you give me another chance? And I was just like sitting in my head, I don't recall how it ended. And I'm going to be very honest, when I end things with you, I literally lock that shit in a vault and throw away the key. I don't really be remembering y'all, but because of how I get busy with love, how I get busy with catering to you, and the attention to detail about you while I'm with you, you never forget me, and you never forget the experiences. And that's why a lot of people do want to spend the block with me. That's why a lot of people do want to come back. Now, I do allow some people to have access to me, and then I don't. Now, this particular person who was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get to be in your world again," blah blah blah. Something just didn't feel right in the pit of my stomach. It was like right here, and it was just like the vibration, the energy that I was getting from it. It was like, no, I don't remember how it ended, but my body said no, so I said no. There are some people that I wouldn't say I'm spinning the block with, because it's just been a slow, it's I guess you could say it's been a slow lap. It never ended. So there are some people, there's someone he watches these, so I'm talking to you, and you always send me a picture of me on your TV, saying that you're watching me, that you love, that you love me, that I'm one of your favorites. And I always say, what if I'm one of your favorites? I can't tell. But there's no bad blood between us. So, whenever, honestly, either one of us really want to spin in the block, and when, and in that particular sense, is like get hit, we do. There's no bad blood right there. I love having some, although he did do something weird one day. We'll talk about that in another episode. Y'all stay tuned. But it wasn't enough to cut anybody off. I was just like, niggas be weird. Niggas really be weird. I do want to talk about this. I want to talk about how when women are in, if I walked into a room and everybody I ever had sex with, all two of them was in there, right? Both of them was in there. They would not know that I dealt with them. But if a man had all of his women in a room and he walked in, it would be so obvious. And I told this to my homegirl one time too. Like, we were out, and she kept giggling. And I was like, what is like, what's going on? What am I missing? What am I not picking up? Like, tell me what's going on. And somebody that she had dealt with before was there. So I was like, well, I asked her, I was like, why are you being so hot? Why are you laughing all the time? Like, when they pass by. And she was like, oh, he started it. So I'm being hot now because he's here with somebody. So I was like, oh, like, men don't know how to be discreet when they have one of their old or current lovers in the room while they have their main joint in the room. They can't do that. And I know men are going to be like, yeah, right, I could do it. You can't, though. It's been proven time and time and time again that if I walked into a room, men are way more hot. The territorial, the way they look at you, their body language, all of the things. These are things that you are doing unconsciously, just like breathing. You don't know that you're doing. So you can't necessarily correct it. And then when you do, it's still something that's awkward. It's still something that's very awkward. Like, even if you like change the position of how you were standing, it's so very awkward because you're so hot about everything that went down between you and this person. I do want to say shout out to me, because men love spinning the block. For whatever reasons that they love spinning the block from. There was this one guy in my TikTok live not too long ago, y'all, like stalking me, saying, I love you. I just want to say I don't like how things ended. I apologize, da, 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 but would never reveal themselves. So I blocked them. Like, I don't have time for stalkers that are not going to reveal themselves. Your energy harvesting, and I don't like it. But if you are watching this and you're one of my old lovers and you want to spin a block, put like a brown heart in the comments, and me and the girls will decide if I